Well, moving on now to the most affordable item in this hour, where we're looking at lots of lovely products from the Jane Scrivner range. This is the skin drink. It's 100 mils and it's only £19, which seems very, very affordable actually. So what does this one do, Jane?
I don't have a toner, an alcohol-based toner in my range. So what I wanted to do is create a toning effect, also a hydrating skin spritz, if you like, naturally. So what we've got here is 2 hydrosols, which when you make an essential oil, the steam used to extract the essential oil has to go somewhere. And that gets collected, so it still has quite a lot of the essential oil in there. So we've got a rose hydrosol, we've got a French rose apothecary hydrosol, and we've mixed it with a high altitude lavender. So we've got all the aspects of aromatherapy in the rose and the lavender, which are cooling, toning, anti-inflammatory and nourishing. And we've also put frankincense essential oil in there as well.
Wow.
You can spritz this on to hydrate, or you can put it onto a cotton pad and wipe. Use it as a toner.
Okay, so I know that most people understand about cleansing and they understand about moisturising,
Yes.
but I'm not sure that everybody understands about toning. So what's the toning part of the process?
The common belief is that toning is about closing the pores. For me, I think the phrase that's coined is pores ain't doors. They don't open and close, but you can tone them so that they have a better effect and a better appearance.
Yes.
So the cooling, usually a cleanse is taking away stuff, so then you want to cool and refresh the skin. And if that's water-based or alcohol-based, what that will do is it will evaporate and therefore take heat. Evaporation is a heat removal process. So it feels calming, it feels cooling, and it also feels very refreshing. You can also use, because it's not alcohol-based, you could use this to spritz and set your makeup.
Could you?
And
Yeah.
also maybe, you know, in more advanced experienced years, I have used this as sort of a spritz in those warmer moments, if you like. It's a nice one to have in your handbag and just spritz or keep on your desk, just to sort of spray in the air and just walk into that mist. I don't know if you want to. It's very, very fine. It's got a beautiful fragrance.
Oh, that's
so
cool. I mean, it's hot in the studio, but that's really very
and it doesn't
refreshing.
do anything. It's not going to make anything run, but it is going to sort of set, refresh, cool, and just sort of nourish at the same time.
And sometimes it might be that you're dashing around at work, or you're popping out to have lunch with a friend, or you've finished for the day, and you really want to freshen up and waken yourself up without actually going to the trouble of cleansing your face properly or washing your face. So this is going to be perfect for that.
It is literally, it's going to wake things up, but it's not going to have the alcohol in there, so you can spray it over everything and it's not going to have that drying effect. It will have cooling but not drying.
Now, you've mentioned frankincense a couple of times during the hour. I'm not really very familiar with frankincense and what it does and where it comes from.
It's up there. I would say there's probably a team, and it's ever increasing as I learn more and more, but frankincense for me is up there with rose, it's up there with sandalwood as some of the most all-encompassing skin care essential oils. So frankincense is very toning, it's giving a very good levels of nourishment, and also helps to repair scars. And I'm not talking about scars from injuries, I'm just talking about scars that you might have from spots or something like that. So it's going to help to even out and balance out the skin. And frankincense is a real hard worker in the skincare industry.
And it might be something lovely. Obviously, you've got 100 mils there. So is that plain size? Could I put that? I could take that on.
You could
on
take
board,
that,
couldn't I?
absolutely.
Yeah.
It has 100 ml on the bottle, so it would go in that carry-on, no problem at all.
So if you've got a long flight coming up, for example, and sometimes those can be very, very tight. Well, you know all about that, don't you? Travelling. This would be really refreshing to keep you going during a very long flight.
It would be perfect for that, and also it's one of those things, if the person sat in the seat next to you gets a whiff of this, it's not going to be, oh, that's quite a strong perfume. It's going to actually be quite a nice, calming, refreshing fragrance as well.
So this is going to be actually multifunctional, isn't it? It's that refreshing thing. It can be part of your skincare regime as well.
Yes, so it goes through from season to season as well. In the winter it can be, you can literally just use it as a toner and a hydrator for the skin. In the summer you can go it as a refresher and a coolant. So I would say it's after the cleansing, I would spritz that on to just help balance out the skin, and then I would add my moisturiser, or if the cleansing hasn't stripped, then you could cleanse and then just spritz this on and you're good to go.
Fabulous. It feels and it smells absolutely divine. It's the skin drink. You've got 100 mils, and the price is the most affordable one that we're featuring in this Jane Scrivner 1 hour special. It's just £19, and that's including your postage and packaging, and we'll get it to you wherever you are.